Good morning, guys. We are doing today maybe the 17th lecture. May not be 17th, including the extra sittings. It may be 17th. I don't count. But as I had a plan, had a pre-recorded videos. This is the 17th, maybe 18th. No, 17th and 18th. Today we shall be taking up 17th and 18th. That is the knockout concept 2 and 3 in redox concepts. Now before that, let me just initiate this revision session. This will be a separate revision session to make you feel, at least for today, very confident and comfortable. It may not persist in you. That depends on how much practice you make. If you do not make practice, then that won't enter into your system. And I was surprised that one of the guys, Nivedita Tripathi, maybe she was an uranium awardee. And Rudra Rath and some others. I particularly take the names of Odia medium guys. Answered all the questions I posed. Pratyush thought that I am absconding. He has real apprehensions. What has happened? The instructor used to motivate us every now and then, putting some message in the group, but that is missing. So he apprehended that the instructor is absconding. So that's nice. I really felt very happy about it, that you missed the instructor, right? That missing I wanted. In fact, I had some other projects to attend to, so I could not find time, and deliberately I wished to remain hidden from you till you remember, and Pratyush remembered. All of you must have remembered, I hope so, but he became vocal. He spelled out. Well, then that was coincidental. I flooded with a few questions with some of you chose to answer. Some of you had some other engagements, felt not to enter into those intriguing aspects, to storm your brain once again, and kept silent. But some of you immediately interacted. Supposing I give you this equation just to start, not equation, this I will give you today very good looking and in a different format, not a Lilliputian format, small little, 6 slides per page, so that, as I was told by Rudra, that it is completely becoming illegible. Cannot read at all, not only hazy to the power infinity. So you can't read anything. He showed me that. So I told him, you should have told this before. Then he felt really sorry, and I became very happy. To err is human, including this instructor. And to rectify is also human. So he really felt from the core of his heart that he made a mistake. While for others, so many others whose SRP data I didn't give, he could successfully find their data. But for these which he missed, he could not. That is a thing the teacher has to reprimand. Teacher has to reprimand. If he is a teacher, he has to reprimand. If he is not just a commercial instructor, a coach, he may not. He may feel to avoid that. But I feel the teacher should reprimand at that particular point, and a real student will really understand. And which happened with Rudra. I apprehended that you should admit, at least before the teacher, that there are some points I kept where you might sleep away, cannot detect the proper couple. So you didn't, you chose not to admit that because all the rest became clean, and you thought of keeping restraint on that, not uh, exposing your weakness. But the more you expose your weaknesses, submit before the teacher, more humble you become and more blessed you become. And that will pay you rich dividends, I assure you. So that is as low as plus 0.172 volt. I'm missing out the volt every time. And chlorine chloride is already imprinted in your memory. Am I audible to you? Am I audible? Is plus 1.36. Can you, I give you some time to construct the cell, a galvanic cell where a spontaneous reaction might happen, and you write down the individual half cell reactions, and then obviously you will land with the balanced equation, balanced ionic equation of the cell. We don't have here any spectators, we don't need them. And obviously you can find out the E0 cell as we have been doing that in all cases. You can raise your hands so that I will feel that these many number have answered. So some of you have raised your hands, like Priyansi, Swayansa, Nivedita, Mokshada, Pratik, Nikita, Asutosh, Arpita Patnaik, Subham, Subhe, Satyabrat, Shivani. If this much you can do, that means your attending the course is a success. You know, just because many of you were trying to provoke me to give you some intriguing questions, to put you into a lot of maybe a little confusion, maybe you bring in some mental stress due to that. So I am flooding. Otherwise, I had no intent to give you some questions which might make you feel little less confident. But you don't mind if you have failed yesterday. Some questions of yesterday we'll discuss today. We will not leave anything, any concept which I say or tell you, discuss with you, unanswered, unexplained. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Rudra, keep a habit of listening to English. Deliberately, I'm not, otherwise I feel I take equal pride in talking in the native of the soil. So this is like this. I'd like to search Mugdha, whose voice, singing voice, I heard in the internet. So melodious. Where are you? Mugdha, are you missing today? No, you are here. I got you. Ananya Samant and others. You know, those who have been consistently taking this course seriously, they simply cannot leave at the midpoint, and particularly when we are at the end. Now, just check. Since chlorine chloride has a larger, greater SRP, it will be the half cell undergoing a reduction to be kept in the RHS with the same sequence. Since this half cell has a lower SRP, it will undergo oxidation and hence it will be kept in the left side. And while doing so, since this is in the reduction sequence, we have to invert, swap the sequence and write SO2, SO4, 2 minus. Because this will be the oxidation sequence from +4 to +6. Then start writing the oxidation half cell part equation. SO2 will be giving SO4 2 minus. So you are quite proficient in balancing by ion electron method. 2 oxygen excess, so 2 water. 4 hydrogen excess, 4H plus, right? And then this side is neutral, this side it is +2. So if you write 2 electron, so this will be -4 plus 4 is 0. So this part is over. Now reduction half cell. Now as usual, chlorine will pick up electron to be chloride ion, and this is balanced. So fortunately we did not have to have any algebraic operation. So the ready-made equation is at our disposal. Hopefully all of you have answered correctly. If not, please correct. And I request you, all of you, after you lower down your hands, still if you find I have committed some mistake in this, in any phase, keep your hand raised so that I can hear that I have committed a mistake somewhere, then I will rectify that. Because this is also recorded. This is a session, the interactive session on this. And we will make a, total stop the recording and go for the next session. And that will be another fresh recording, right? So what will be the E0 cell? It will be right minus left. The higher value minus lower value, that will give a positive difference. That 1.36 minus 0.172. So hopefully it is 8. This is 6. 9 and it is 1. Just you check. No, I think it is 8, 8. Is it so? No. Still, it is better to ask Soyan sir. Soyan sir, please, would you help me? Soyan sir?
Yes, sir.
What is the value? I am unable to subtract. Tell me.
It's 0.188 volt.
Oh, it was correct then.
Yes, sir.
0 point. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
I don't think so. I don't think so. What about 1? It is as low as 0.172. What about this 1 before the decimal point? So this is 8.
Oh,
Then this is 8, okay. This 1 is
1
okay.
point.
And then 1,
One.
significant 1, that is more significant than this. Although these are the significant digits according to mathematics. But this has more value. Is it correct now, Rudra? Is it correct now? Yes. Okay, mute yourself, Soyamsa. So, I'm sure all of you have done correctly to convincingly feel that this is a possible reaction. This is a spontaneous reaction. This happens naturally at the standard state. Standard state means it is 25 degrees Celsius. And if there is a gas, it is 1 atmosphere pressure. Yes, there is a chlorine gas. And all the ions have a concentration 1 molar. Forget about 1 molar if you do not understand. You simply forget, right? So what questions I gave you, I put so many species in the list to put you under pressure. I said that these are reductants. These are, now lower down your hands, please. Lower down your hands. Now, see, yesterday's question. Pratyush, you didn't answer. You were searching me with a net, just like a fisherman searches fish in the pond, in the water body. You were searching me. I was jokingly told you that he has given FIR, police FIR in the nearby police station that our instructor is missing. Please find him. But you didn't find. Of course, might not have found time. It was so early before this class. Don't worry, you will do of your own later. Now, I gave, these are all reductants. That means you have to choose such couples for each, that this will be remaining in the right side. And the corresponding oxidized state should be kept in the left side in the table. And I'm sorry to say that table, you should have told me, sir, give us a better table in a more clear manner. We can have a printout of that or keep that. I was very particular about those tables. Many of you have also consulted the Google search engine to find extensive tables. But I compiled, I also borrowed from the same Google source. But the table I borrowed, I referred to that you look to my table. I didn't say my, but look, because I have selected those reducing agents from that table. And you won't find any other alternative couple for that reductants and that oxidants, that oxidant, that reductant. But since you could not find, I'm sorry for that, but still I felt that you need a little more conceptual understanding that perhaps you missed, I think. Now look to your tables. If you do not have a table, this one, the corresponding oxidized state is cupric. So let me tell in haste. For this, Cu2 plus, Cu plus. For this, Sn2 plus, Sn. But there is nothing Sn3 plus or 4 plus Sn I have not given in the table. See, if this is the reductant, then it will appear in the right side. Then the corresponding oxidized state will be Sn2 plus, that is given in the table. And if this is right side, then the corresponding oxidized state is ferric. If this is mercurous, is reductant, the corresponding oxidized state is mercuric. Where Satyabrata found an error. I congratulate Satyabrata to have found out, detected 3 mistakes in that table. One, that 2 is missing. 2, Ag2 plus is giving, with 2 electrons accepted, is giving Ag2 2 plus. This dimeric mercurous. Mercurous is dimeric. Mercuric is not dimeric. Mercurous has an unpaired electron to couple, to pair, to form a dimer. Mercuric has no unpaired electron. So that you understood. Now, if this is Cr3 plus, the corresponding is dichromate ion, because this is appearing at the right. There is no other couple to compete with it in my table. Dichromate is the only one which will be coming in the left side before Cr3 plus. If H2O2 is in the right side, that it is the reductant, then this is -1, then the oxidant will be what? Oxygen, 0. So oxygen in the left side and H2O2 in the right side. So 0 to -1, it is reduction. So you have to choose, and hopefully I did find a misplacement of your selection, which I thought you should have admitted that, rather than finding fault with the clarity of the tables. No, whatever the case, you refer to the internet. Since you refer to the internet, so, and you would have told me before, give me the table. Am I not responding to anyone who has requested me and asked me to do something? And if this is I minus, the corresponding oxidized state is I2. If this is the reduced state, then SN4 plus, SN4 plus 2 plus. If it is Na is the reducing agent, then Na plus. This is Ag plus. This is Fe2 plus, because I have not given you Fe3 plus Fe in my table. You might tell me that why should we not take Fe3 plus Fe? There is also a possibility. And in some table we found there is another Fe3 plus Fe. We took that. Yes, I know. I am sitting on your knobs, my dear. I am sitting on your nerves. You can argue me and try to outsmart me. I foresee that. But your teacher, you know, I am your teacher. Though I used to call an instructor, I am really teaching you. So this can be possible, but usually Fe3 plus 2 Fe, that is has a very low SRP. Very, very low SRP. You will know how to find it. So I have not told you how to find the SRP. Those details that you will be doing in class 12 in your electrochemistry program. How to find. And if it is Fe, then Fe2 plus. If it is SO2, then the one which we began our session today, SO4 2 minus. If it is xenon trioxide, the exotic pergenate ion is its oxidant. So when you write all this, I have the answer for you. I can send you later. If all of you are listening to me very passionately, very carefully, mindfully, then obviously you can see the answers I have done. I also requested Ananya Raut and others to find some mistake if I have done, so that I can change. Because the values are so very, you know, close that sometimes it can escape my detection. So in that situation, it is you to help me. So these couples, you have to write. I wrote the sentence, import the couples from the table. So then you know what is the concept. If you are looking at the reductant, then less is the SRP, or more negative is the SRP, greater is the reductant strength or reducing strength. So I have asked you for an increasing order. Forget, if yesterday you have submitted decreasing order, that's not a gross mistake. The order is perfect, but I demanded increasing, less than, from the smallest to the greatest. But some of you have given in the decreasing sequence. That is not a big mistake. But somewhere I found some misplacement of the species. Is largely because you have misunderstood. That's my feeling. But still, if you want to hide that by saying that the tables given were not visible, legible, then I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Let us agree to disagree on points. I might be wrong. In that case, you have to excuse me. So this is the order. Because the xenon, this pergenate xenon trioxide has the maximum positive SRP. So as a reductant of the right side species is the minimum. more negative is the better for the reductant. So if you continue, go in this sequence, decreasing positive value, then coming to 0, there is no 0 here, hydrogen is not given here, and then go to the negative values, then the reductant strength will go on increasing till you get sodium, right? So just check if there is some error there, please point out. And the second one, to again same increasing order of oxidants, right? Oxidants. You have to again choose the couple where these species will be in the LHS and its partner will be in the RHS, that is the reduced state component. So MnO2, Mn2 plus. H plus indicates that is an acidic medium. Some of you missed ozone because ozone has two types of equations, Hubsel equations, in the acidic medium and alkaline medium. The alkaline medium has a different SRP. In that case, I would have written H plus, but here I have indicated ozone will react in alkaline or basic conditions. So its SRP is different, right? So in this way, I have found out the suitable couple from the list I have supplied and wrote all the SRP values. And for finding the oxidizing strength, the concept is the opposite. The concept is more the positive SRP or more the SRP, stronger is the oxidizing agent or greater is the oxidizing strength of the oxidant. So these are the left species which are oxidants. I have selected the couple. The reductant partners are ineffective, has no role to play because I have given the OAs in each couple. I have said the OAs are giving below. The following species will act as OAs. I have categorically mentioned, right? So I have started, since it is again increasing order, I have started from the negative one. So aluminium is the most negative, is the weakest oxidizing agent. Then ferrous and hydrogen ion, which is 0. And then progressively the SRP goes from negative to positive and to more and more values. And in my list, cobalt 3 plus is the strongest oxidizing agent, the ones I gave you. I hope you understand. Shruti, you understood? Right. So the other ones are easier ones. So I didn't think of doing myself. Rather, I chose one of the copies because I can't check all of your copies. I mean, it's not copy. It's not copies. It's a soft form. I cannot check that. It's not possible. So I checked Rudra's copy and circulated to all. And many reported to me that they matched, and that means they were also correct. Like Ananya Raut and others, they had also correct things. So I would like to open these pages of Rudra Rath and show you what was the second question. In the meantime, I am showing you the second question. The second question was, now those who could not get time yesterday to think about it, or those who lost their minds in the late evening time because of the low energy content. So have a look. Now this third question was, couple the following pairs. You have to couple the pairs. Previously I was using the term couple for the two partners of a particular couple. Now these are the two couples. You have to couple the two pairs. So to find or to have a galvanic cell, couple the following pairs of half cells to construct a galvanic cell. Construct means to write the cell notation, write the individual equations and E0 cell. I have given 4. I have given, I'm sorry, 2. I've given only 3 such, pairs, 3 pairs, and the answer is here. And I will send today in the group. Where is Rudra Rath? This one, have a look. This one. These are all easier ones. We have already begun our program today with such kind of thing. Sulfur dioxide is 0.172 and Zn2 plus Zn is minus 0.76. So obviously this will undergo reduction kept in the right side, and zinc Zn2 plus inverted the sequence, that will be kept in the LHS. So you write as usual their individual half cell reaction equations, then add up and find the E0 cell. It's not a big deal at all. Similar, the second one, I have given this H2O to H2O has a higher, from the table, it has a much higher SRP. So that will undergo reduction. So that will be kept in the left. And obviously the sequence has to be inverted. So in the same manner, he has found out the individual half cells and the final cell. You also indicate if there is an error here, others. And third one, sulfate ion sulfur dioxide is again 0.172 and iodine iodide is 0.54. So iodine iodide will undergo what? Reduction, and obviously the sequence will be changed here, and you will get you, instead of writing SO42 minus SO2, you write SO2 SO42 minus, because that will undergo oxidation. So he has written the individual steps. I think you are able to see. Yes. Abhinash, you also sent me. I could not check your copy, but you try to match, tally. So he got the final cell reaction equation and then the E0 cell. Here, I would like to tell you another maddening idea today. That is the whole subject matter focus of today's remaining 1 hour 15 minutes program. You will be surprised now. You will be getting a jerk in your head when I will say that this reaction is not possible. It will not take place. Iodine has no bone in the tongue. Can you tell me the Odia parlance? It's not that I will not change my language. I can equally change and continue it in Odia, and also tell you some important sayings. I think I did say one, and during my during my students' learning career, I used to acquaint them with so many Odia dhagas. I think I did tell you one, the Dui Dhaire Bacha Kharap. I think I did tell you. And so many others in colloquial Odia dhagas. So, ମୁଁ କଣ କହୁଥିଲି, ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଇଂଲିଶ ରେ କହିଲି, ତାର ଓଡିଆ କଥାଟାକୁ କାହାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ପଚାରିଥାନ୍ତି, କିଏ ଗୋଟେ ଆଗ ହାତ ଟେକିଛି, ରୁଦ୍ର ସ୍ୱୟଂ ସାର୍, ମୁଁ କଣ କହିଥିଲି ମୁଁ ଭୁଲିଗଲି। ପ୍ରିୟା, ତୁମେ ନିବେଦିତା କହିଲ, ନିବେଦିତା କଣ ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି?
ଜିଭରେ ହାଡ ଅଛି।
ହଁ, ଜିଭରେ, ହଁ, ମଜା ଜିନିଷ କଥା କହୁଥିଲି। ହଁ, ଜିଭରେ ହାଡ, ବୋନ୍ ଇନ୍ ଦି ଟଙ୍ଗ। ଯେ ଆୟୋଡିନ ର एमती तो देखिले E0 सेल टा पॉजिटिव बाहरिला, एथरू हमको पता चलता है कि ये रिएक्शन मुमकिन है, लेकिन असल से ये रिएक्शन मुमकिन नहीं है। आपको सुन के ताज्जुब लगा होगा, ये क्यों है? पूछो कि क्यों है? मेरा आंसर जवाब है, आज का प्रोग्राम क्यों है? आज का प्रोग्राम क्यों है? आगे आगे देखिए होता है क्या. I wrote it in English to Subhangi. See, Subhangi or someone, something like that. No, in Hindi. Aage aage dekhiye dash 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 dash. Something to someone. She could not say, I cannot understand, sir. Then I had to write the entire sentence. Aage aage dekhiye hota hai kya. So instead, you will be tajub to know that the reverse reaction will be taking place. Sulfate ion in acidic medium will be able to oxidize iodide ion to iodine. In fact, I ask you to visualize. You can close your eyes and visualize. I will give you potassium iodide, which will furnish I minus. I minus is not marketed. If you go to a scientific house and ask for 100 gram or 500 gram of iodide ion, he will give you 100 grams of slabs on your thin little cheek. It will be reddened. Then you will go to the police station. Submit a fire against that scientific mart. And the scientific fellow will be going to jail. Pishing chokki. Pishing and pishing for the lifetime. So what I was saying, that if you take KIE, potassium iodide solid, and treat it with concentrated sulfuric acid. I repeat, concentrated sulfuric acid, where you not only get H plus ion, but also sulfate ion, and heat that, you will get violet, purple vapors, iodine vapors you can see in your own eyes. What happens? There are two steps. First step, KI plus sulfuric acid going for a metathesis double displacement reaction to give you HI. And that HI, which also carries I minus, of course you can ask me, why not directly I minus? It can, but some HI will also be formed. There is two competing reaction. So therefore I used to say in two steps, some HI vapors will also be coming out. Some HI vapors will also be coming out, but some other HI will be decomposed. Maybe you can say that why HI? Why not directly I minus? Yes. Some I minus will be, because it is often easier to say in two steps, HI is formed and then HI is further oxidized by same sulfuric acid, sulfate ion and H plus to produce SO2. So the reverse reaction is interestingly is happening. So also bromide ion, if you take bromide ion, also the forward reaction that you have written looks thermodynamically feasible. This is all thermodynamics. That means to what extent the reaction will proceed. No, don't misunderstand that here kinetics will act as a villain. No, that will be the last knockout, when kinetics will act as a villain to sabotage thermodynamics. Today will not be, again we shall be, wandering in the wilderness of thermodynamics. We will be only confining ourselves to thermodynamics, not kinetics. In the next class, we will be talking about how kinetics can play a villain role to completely knock out. That is the blow, real knockout, with a space in between knock and out, the thermodynamics. We will discuss today. And the third and the fourth question was, I gave some equations. Have a look. This equation I gave, I asked in that question, I asked, construct the galvanic cell, write half cell reactions, and the same thing. Here, two different half cells, and here no half cells, equation. So from equation, you can know the reduction half cell is bromate to bromide, because bromine is going from +5 to -1. So this bromide will be kept in the RHS side before after the double line, the salt bridge, then before the salt bridge, it is iodide, iodine. It's very easy to find out the couples and also the order, perfect sequence, looking to the equation. So I have given 4 equations. All of you, I'm sure madness will not cripple you. These are all handy for you. You can do that. But the first one was a little deliberately I put you into a brainstorming where I wanted to know whether you can really find out the appropriate couple. You did to a large extent, but failed to some extent. Satiating the ego of the teacher. Satiating the ego of the teacher. I say everyone has an ego, including your instructor. But might be your ego was hurt when the instructor pointed out you missed the concept, but you tried to hide in the guise of the invisibility of the tables I supplied. Might be, I might be wrong. So these answers I have also, from the Rathababu things, we can get it. Yes, this is number 4. This then the same way he found out. So there is no point in wasting time. The second one is also equally handy. There is no hydrogen ion, nothing. The stannous is only 0.15 and mercurus is 0.91. So this will be in right, this will be left, inverted the sequence, and then this is routine. For you, ye aapka ho gaya hai, baएं हाथ का खेल. So similarly, this one, same. So, you know, here also I'll tell you some maddening things. I'm sure all of you are listening with rapt concentration, rapt. Now, supposing I will write Cl minus here, and chlorine gas here, and I'll ask you to predict the feasibility of the reaction at the standard state. Your answer will be no, because MnO2 Mn2 plus is 1.23, while Cl2 Cl minus is 1.36, greater than this one. So instead, chlorine will be reduced to chloride. Therefore, chlorine will be able to oxidize Mn2 plus to Mn4 plus, that is MnO2. Rather, the proposed reaction is impossible. So MnO2 has no bones in its tongue to oxidize chloride to chlorine. Yes, it can oxidize bromide and iodide to bromine and iodine respectively, because they have a lower SRP, 1.09, and iodine is 0.54. So they are subdued by manganese dioxide and they will be oxidized to their corresponding halogens, but not chloride ion. But you will be again surprised to know that when manganese dioxide, the black powder, is treated with concentrated, I repeat, concentrated HCl. Why I'm repeating, the answer lies there, and a lot of other things will come up and you will understand then that if you take concentrated HCl and black powder and heat, not keep it as room temperature, heat, then you will find chlorine gas. I mean, the chlorine gas will come out. You will find chlorine gas will come out. Bubbles of chlorine gas, yellowish, greenish yellow gas will come out in your own eyes. So reaction which appeared to be impossible, non-spontaneous, thermodynamically, I repeat, thermodynamically in standard state will happen. In non-standard state, I now use the term non-standard state, not that what you are studying, even the cases I gave you a narrow margin between the two values, maybe differing in the second place of decimal. And we very confidently put them in order it's not that as easy as we think. Yes, I asked you categorically to avoid any confusion at the standard state. You compared, and that is the correct answer. But reactions are not always done in standard states. We heat to a higher temperature. In case the concentration no longer remains 1 m, 1 molar, it becomes maybe 15 m, 20 m, 36 m if it is a concentrated solution. So the potential changes. That is no longer standard. It is the potential, reduction potential. So what really matters is not the standard electrode potential. It is the electrode potential of that particular conditions where the reaction, in which the reaction is going on, that particular potential is to be compared. So many deviations to our predictions from the standard values do occur, but they are not illogical. They also are corroborated by thermodynamics because it is the actual reduction potentials. They matter, not the standard values that are found in the table. Some cases, the standard values give very good prediction. But whenever your prediction will fail, then you don't be harassed. That why the thermodynamics saying it will happen, it is not happening. Thermodynamics saying is not happen, it will not happen, it is happening. So the contrast might really occur, but don't be sad. It is happening in a non-standard conditions, at a different temperature, a different pressure, different concentration. So in that case, the values of SRP carry no meaning. You have to look to find out the actual potential, the reduction potential by using another equation. I will not discuss that in this program. That is called the Nernst equation. Nernst equation will give you a handy formula, equation to find out the actual potential at the conditions you are carrying out the reaction. So yes, let us complete let's complete the first program. I have no hesitation to spend time in revising and revising, because I'm sure I can request you for extra class if at all it is not possible to complete the program. I can ask for an extra class from 8 to 10, and I'm sure some of you genuinely might remain absent for some other engagements. But also I feel that they will make up immediately after they have their time by watching video and studying the PDF file that I used to append. I used to give the description box in every video, right? So we can do that. Then the fifth question, that was much more interesting. I deliberately chose these in order to have some bearing on today's discussion, the knockout effect that we are doing. Why apparently the thermodynamics looks failed. It's not failing. Yes, in our next program, you will find the thermodynamics will really fail. Not fail. But the kinetics will not allow it to happen in a tolerable amount of time. How long you can wait for a reaction to happen? 10 years, 20 years, till your granddaughter, grandson becomes president of US, president of India. So if you are carrying out a reaction, you have to be patient to the extent that it is commercially viable. It is viable. So that will not be allowed to happen by the villain kinetics. The reaction becomes so slow that the pace of the reaction, the speed of the reaction, how fast you are running in the field, how fast or how slow you are running in the field, that will not be answered by thermodynamics, not E0 values, not the E0 cell value. I tell you now, E0 cell will give you an idea of how much the reaction will happen. 99%, 100%, 98% reaction is feasible or not. To what extent it is feasible also you can find out the equilibrium constant. You shall know later. It's a 99% or 98% or 99.9999%. You can find. This is thermodynamics. To what extent the reaction will proceed. But if the reaction is very, very slow, in that case, let it be 10 years, 20 years, but you will be fed up. You will just lose hope. So in that case, apparently no reaction will happen in a detectable time period, in a tolerable time period. So kinetics will act as a villain. So you will not find any observation in a finite amount of time till you break your presence, lose your presence. So you say, that doesn't mean that kinetics, thermodynamics has failed you. It is kinetics which has sabotaged. The kinetics deals with the activation energy, the energy which is needed in the beginning to start a reaction. Once it starts, then macho telere macho bhaja habo. Milijibo, seitu. Most of the reactions are exothermic, energy milijibo, seitre macho telere macho bhaja habo. But the prathame jo reaction haba pai jo darkar energy to climb the energy barrier, that is called the activation energy. That is a subject matter of kinetics. How slow, how fast. If the energy hill is small, then reaction is rapid. Kinetics supports thermodynamics. If the hill is long, very, very long, yes. If the hill is very heighted one, then it is very difficult to surmount that. It's a slow reaction. Even if the thermodynamics will predict that it will be 100% reaction, but when? When your grandson will become the president of US. So all these things will come later in our next program. But today we shall see how in different conditions than standard, how an apparently impossible looking reaction becomes possible. So that will be the case in the fifth. I told to predict whether it is feasible or not. Just looking to the SRP, you predict whether it is possible or not. The first one said it is not possible. Rather, the reverse reaction is possible because this one, sulfate ion and SO2 has only 0.172. While copper 2 plus and copper is plus 0.34 is much greater than sulfate ion and SO2. So rather, copper 2 plus will be reduced to copper, SO2 will be able to SO2 will be able to reduce copper 2 plus to copper metal, but not this reaction will happen. Just by comparing the two SRP values, just one. Yes, this SRP is greater. Is it happening? Copper 2 plus and copper has a greater SRP. Is the copper 2 plus is reduced to copper here in this? No. That means the reaction is not happening. Need not write the false half cell equations, it is not happening, and then find out E0 to be negative. You will get a negative E0 value. There is no need. Just compare the SRP values and then you can predict. But today's program will be telling you that this is a possible reaction. You take copper metal and heat it with concentrated sulfuric acid. I repeat, concentrated sulfuric acid and heat. You will find sulfur dioxide. This reaction is really feasible under non-standard conditions. Copper does react with con-sulfuric acid, contrary to the standard value comparison, which says no. But if you use the Nernst equation and find the actual potential, you will find the potential difference is positive. And you can also say that sulfate ion, sulfur dioxide, that SRP, and not SRP, RP, reduction potential is exceeding that of copper 2 plus and copper at the reaction conditions, and this reaction will happen. You see that. But yes, yesterday I wanted that you should say it will not happen. According to, I wrote categorically and the standard state. You see the question. Because, and this one is possible, a more active halogen can displace a less active halogen. This is possible. So also their SRP value speaks volumes about that. Dichromate ion is not able to oxidize chloride to chlorine because dichromate chromium 3 plus has 1.33, which is bit less than chlorine chloride, 1.36. Ideally, in SRP, I mean standard conditions, thermodynamics says it won't. Dichromate has no bone in the, yes, no bone in its tongue to oxidize chloride to chlorine. Now, this small difference, this small little difference cannot be overcome by changing the conditions. Yes, it happens. Dichromate does produce the greenish yellow gas when you heat, acidified potassium dichromate with chloride and sodium chloride or any chloride containing substance, right? It does. Or say dichromate with conc HCl, it does produce, the reaction is feasible. But it appears it is not possible. I wanted this answer from you. And that this fourth one is feasible. Yes, because MnO2, Mn2 plus has a higher SRP. So that has happened, reduction has happened. See, definitely hydrogen peroxide will be oxidized to oxygen. So that has happened. And last but not the least, I think that was the 4 bits. So with this, we close today's session. We will have a 5 minutes break. I will take some hot drink to moisten my throat, which is laden with ginger. It's laden with ginger. So by that time, you can order to your mommies to feed you something, to give you some hot drinks. Okay, we have many things to do after this. Bye. I'm closing this first session and taking a break. I'm not going away. I'm not stopping. I'm stopping the